One time, you are a guest. Any other time after that, you are family. So I got a new family member on the show, Shake Back Sports OT, baby. You already know what it is. I'm going to bring him in here in just a minute. He is a young bull that reminds me a lot of Walter Payton. And we talked about that the first time he was on the show. So we're going to bring him in here in just a second. But before we do all or any of that, you already know what we got to do, man. You already know what we got to do. Here we go. Let's get it. Sorry, buddy. You already know what it is when you hear the music. It is a special edition of the Shake Back Sports Show OT right here on Apple iTunes, as well as Spotify, Google Podcasts, and all of your other listening platforms. And thank you guys out there for checking us out on Facebook Live, as well as Periscope and on YouTube Live. Make sure you smash subscribe button and hit that bell for notifications of new content, and you will be entered into a bowl for a potential prize. So let's do that. All right, so come to the stage. Like I said, first time guest. Any other time after that, family. Running back. He is a running back or rushing champion from this past spring league. Rushing champion of over 300 yards in a few games there. And he is back because he has some exciting news to share, and he decided to do it on the Shake Back Sports Show OT. I am very, very grateful for that. Very, very thankful for that. Shout out to the boys at Team Up Sports Consulting LLC, Perry Bowler, Brian Lowe, or PB3 is what I call them. Brian Lowe, Jay Mott, and all of the rest of the fellas over there, Javan Strange. I can still take you on the basketball court too, by the way. But without further ado, man, this ain't about us old geezers. This is about LaDarius Galloway, and I'm going to bring him in right now as he's going to talk about his upcoming opportunity. LDG Way, what's going on, buddy?
How you doing, big dog? Everything good?
Everything good, man. Everything good. Just got back from vacation over this past weekend. And me and the wife celebrated our 8-year wedding anniversary. So, it was all good there. So I am back, refreshed and relaxed and ready to go. Well, man, what's been going on in your world?
Man, then just been staying ready, man. Staying in shape and working myself.
You hear that, ladies and gentlemen out there watching and listening? He said, I am staying ready. That means he doesn't have to get ready because he's always ready. So there it is. Now, let's just jump in right there. We had you on back a few weeks ago. It was on the heels of the conclusion of the spring league, where of course you won the rushing championship. But since then, I know you've been grinding. I know you've been working, because without no grind, there is no shine. So first of all, tell the people what you've been up to since the last time we spoke. I think it was in May.
Yeah, it was in May. Well, you had finished up the spring league and everything. Like I said, I just got home. Pretty much got my job back. Pretty much was focusing on trying to get into the CFL or NFL. But like I said, man, just another opportunity to go out the country, going to play in Hamburg, Germany, and get an opportunity to go over there and play with Coach now, man. Like I said, I'm just thankful for the opportunities that come. And like I said, I can't wait to put everything together.
Yeah, and you're going from the Sea Lions in the spring league to the Sea Devils in the European League. Something about the sea, man, that seems to be following you. So kind of talk about the process, man, because again, this is what this show has been about really since the inception. And those guys, man, at Team Up, man, they got all of you guys really pretty much covered, and really looking out for your best interest. But from the time at the ending of the season for the spring league to really getting the call for the European League, what all went into that process, and what did the the coaches and the coaching staff and the guys there in Hamburg say to you?
Pretty much, it started out through a DM on Instagram, and social media is a big platform for me and a lot of other people. So we do our best to try to take advantage of it the best way we can. But it's just me. I kept posting content, kept posting me working out, seen some film online on my IG and Facebook, and he was interested and was looking for a running back. After Alexander had went down over there with them. He said
Mm-hmm.
right now they sitting at 5-0 right now, and they got probably they looking for a championship run. So he, put it out there, saying that we have 7 games left. He want me to come in and fill the board for those 7 games. And like I said, just talking to him, he said he run a pro style, spread style, pretty much all around. He just want me to be able to come in, and fit right in with the guys. I talked to QB. I talked to a couple of players that's down there already as well. So it's gonna be, try to make it home, make it as home as possible, so we can do what we got to do.
Man, that sounds like, I mean, it sounds like so much fun. I can understand the anxiety that may come behind it, but also the positive anticipation of being able to showcase what you could do. Because and if anybody out there hasn't seen any of his tape, is all over YouTube, is all over his IG, all over his Twitter. He'll give that information out at the end of the segment, or at the end of the show rather, so you can check it out. And I believe, man, that every step is a step to the next step, and obviously you're doing just that. And with being an all around back, one that can, as a matter of fact, I titled this, "I'm meeting you in the 4 hole." So as a person that can actually, or as a back that can actually run up the middle, you can run up the middle, run outside, pick up the blitz. You can catch the balls out of the backfield, and being in a spread out type offense, all of those things are going to be required, right?
Yes, sir.
So
Yes, sir.
yeah, go ahead, speak on it.
I was just gonna say, yeah, that's pretty good. Spending spread style, playing in. I mean, I went to junior college, high school, all the way up until this point, playing pros a couple times. I done been in every different kind of offense. So it's just like when coach trying to figure out what kind of player I am, it's just that I'm an athlete. You know what I'm saying? I'm always willing to learn. I'm always a sponge. I'm always paying attention to everything and every detail that I can up in the film and me room. And I ain't gonna lie, I have a thing about myself where I like to elaborate. You know what I'm saying? Not to elaborate to go back and forth with coach, but like to elaborate just to get his point of view of what he's looking for. So that when I'm on the field, I want to feel like I'm on the same page with coach. Not
Mm-hmm.
saying I'm a perfect person or a perfect back or anything like that, but it's good to be on the same page with coach mentally as he's on the sideline. I'm on the field.
Exactly. Oh, what's that? An
Yes, sir.
alarm going on back It's all good. Once again, Willie Epting Jr., man, holding it down, rolling in the backfield with LaDarius Galloway, man, as he's off to his next adventure. I did see, and you did mention that the team is 5-0, and that's got to be exciting, being able to go into a team that's undefeated. They obviously have some good talent. I was actually able to do a little research on the league, and I think I saw where it was what eight teams. Is that right?
Yes, sir. It's 18 on it.
Yeah, 8 teams over there, and you guys actually get to go from country to country, which is cool in itself.
Right.
Um, so talk about the or explain to the watchers or the viewers and the listeners about how you are going to ready yourself mentally in terms of going from the United States to a whole nother continent, but really playing the same game. Because I'm sure the rules are a little bit different and all those other things. So kind of explain a little bit about that.
Pretty much first and foremost, I say is always about perspective. You know what I'm saying? When you're doing anything, like I said, a lot of times, yeah, anybody that's on the outside looking in, they see me bounce around, going from league, to league, 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 league. But like you just said earlier, the video is always something to take from every step. You know what I'm saying? And like a lot of times, everyone can't take the elevator. It's sometimes required with the journey that what I'm saying, the things that we pray for in life. What I'm saying, it requires us to take the steps a lot of times so that we can get exactly what we need to. And I tell anybody all the time, the steps to getting to the destination a lot of times be way more important than getting to the destination. So when you get to the destination, by you going through those steps prepare you for everything that you need to know, or everything that you may have to overcome when you get to that point. So it just like I said, it's just all about perspective, being able to bounce around. I mean, football is football. I like X's O's and X's and O's, and like I said, it's just awesome to be able to go to another part of the world and be able to still be able to do something that I love to do, and be still be able, be social and meet different people because you never know what I may be doing after the game of football as well.
Mm-hmm. And you have a business that we're going to talk about here shortly, but that's a when you talk about perspective, that's exactly what I got from that was perspective, and your perspective and your vision is real clear on what's in front of you. Yeah, and the thing too about going over there to play football, I mean, you're going to experience these different cultures, which I think is amazing. Anybody that has the opportunity to do that, and while doing what they love and loving what they do, I would 100% tell them to go for it and don't let anything hold you back, including yourself. So LaDarius, man, I want to commend you, man, because it takes some confidence and it takes a lot of bravery to go over there, especially with what we're dealing with in the world with the pandemic. It seems to be rising up again, and but I know you're going to take all the necessary precautions, and the Hamburg Sea Devils are going to make sure that you're well taken care of. So, um, what are you looking more for? Look, easy for me to say. What are you looking forward to the most when you do land in Hamburg and you get on the practice field with your guys and in the locker room? What are you looking forward to the most?
Or just the energy in the room. Like I said, they sitting over there 5-0. I want to be able to come in there and be able to contribute to that. Not be at a point where I'm bringing it down. So I would just want to go in there and just be able to pay attention to all the guys that's in front of me that's been there. And I just want to add value to the program and add value to the team, just in add it any aspect that I can, whether it be me playing or either me being a great teammate. So whatever it is I can bring to the table, I want to bring it.
Have they already shared the playbook with you, or you have to wait till you get over there for that?
Most definitely have to wait till I get over there. It's
Okay.
pretty much. I'm pretty sure. I'm not gonna say it's all the same, but football is all about concept. Detail at the end of the day. So inside zone is inside zone. Everywhere you go, it's probably just gonna be a different name. So I'll be able to relate it. Be able to catch up with coach. Just by being consistent and having no extra meetings with coaches and teammates.
And what's the best thing from an off the field standpoint that you'll be bringing to this particular organization? What's the best thing that you're going to be offering up on the table?
Just the will to overcome anything. No matter where we sitting at 5-0 or 1-5. I want the guys to be able to know that Galloway's attitude will always be the same. It's always going to be positive. I'm always going to look for a positive outlook on any situation. So that's just what I want to bring and what I want them to see.
And that's infectious, and that's called leadership. Um, and I have no idea what it's like to be a player in a football locker room. I never got to do that in school. Played a little basketball up to my junior year, but that was about as high as I went. So yeah, that's exciting. I mean, it just you have to excuse me because I'm bursting with excitement for you
You
because of
know,
the opportunity that's for you. But I'm also bursting with excitement because I'm a fan of the football game. I mean, I don't care. And the European League actually is the former what is it? It was the NFL of Europe, right?
yes, sir.
Yeah, and I remember man, way back in the day, you probably weren't even born yet, but this was in the 90s, man, when they were over there and people from that league actually got a chance, a real shot to come over here and play back in the NFL because it was like a feeder league. And I remember the one team that they had over there was the London Monarchs. And I went and bought me a London Monarchs hat because nobody else had one. And I thought it was dope.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So yeah, man, congratulations on all that. We're gonna get to your social media information here in just a minute. But I do want to ask you. I do want you to put in your or plug your business and talk about your business and what you're doing with the kids out there in Mississippi.
Basically, it wasn't really revolved around my brand, but I can pretty much add it to it. But my brand is pretty much 15-7. It all goes back to being shifted, being able to. Sometimes we get a little unfocused, sometimes, and being able to reshift our focus. You know what I'm saying? Back into the reality of what's going on in front of us. It's just like I said, I just want to do. I do my best a lot of times to stay focused in the moments, not too much in the past, not too much in the future. Just try to live in the moments of what's going on right in front of me. And then it's the 7 and shift team. It just like everything that we go through in our day-to-day life, like we talking about earlier in the video, the steps. Those steps make us the complete person that we need to be. In the end, once we get to our destination, or before we get to our destination. So, like I said, I'm just thankful to to be able to put out a brand and such. I want people to be able to, when they buy it, I want them to be able to experience it from a whole different level, not at the point where they feel like they're losing money or they feel like they got to support, but honor to wear, what I'm saying, Shift Team 7, because it doesn't just symbolize as, football or me or anything. It's just you as well, what I'm saying, how you able to, conquer anything, overcome whatever it is that you overcame throughout your day-to-day life, because I understand just in 2020 alone, everyone has, faced something, went through something. And like I said, it's just about refocusing and reshifting the mindset, man, and being able to stay focused on what's going on in front of us.
Absolutely. And how can people find you either on the internet or social media or what have you? What's the best way they can get at you?
Most definitely, you can find me on Instagram. It's on underscore Galloway 7. It's GWAYY 7. And also, you can find me on Twitter. That's underscore Galloway 7.
Okay. And then the other well, is there a website for Shift Team 7?
Oh yeah, definitely a website. You can also go on www.com, LaDariusGalloway.com. So
okay, y'all heard that out there. Make sure y'all go out there and support this young man,
nice.
because he's doing a lot of good for himself, but he realizes already at a young age, or a relatively young age, that whatever he does is no longer about him. It's about people that he can help and bring up along with him. So that is to be commended, man. One other question I have for you. Have they being Hamburg, have they reached out to you in terms of when you would actually be joining the franchise?
Yes, sir, they have. They'll be looking to introduce everything on Friday.
Okay.
Like I said, the flight itinerary, I got that going right now. I'm waiting to send it through, so I'll be able to focus on how long it'll take me to get down there. I think it's probably like a 44-hour flight, so you got to get
No,
my mind
no,
prepared.
it ain't that long. Maybe 24 hours, but not 44.
44, 24. I don't know. I remember he was telling me about it. I was like, for real, 20, 24 hours is a long time to be sitting down on a plane. That's too much time for anything to go on.
Yeah. Well, and I got a follow-up question because of what I asked you earlier. So by that point, will you have, I think you may have answered it, but by that point, will you have access to the playbook, because you could be studying it on your way over there?
Yeah, most definitely. That's what I'm gonna talk to coach about. Either sometime tonight or first thing in the morning. Just ask him about a few plays, a few concept plays, basic plays of what's going on. A lot of times in football we had those base plays, that kind of like lead into everything or what's going
Mm-hmm.
on with the playbook and the scheme. So it's just about just being able to being able to pick up on that at a fast pace. I know for a fact I won't be playing in the game. I don't think this Saturday, but I'll be able to be a part of the team out there. So it's gonna be fun.
Yeah, no doubt. And I don't know if we'll be able to see it here in the United States. But if we are, if I can find it, the information to where the games can be watched, I'll definitely post it on my Twitter and tag you and mention you in it as well, so you can share it to all of the people out there that's really wanting to see you play in this new venture that you have going on. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. That's going to be it for our time, man. Time flies when you're having fun. That's what they say. So, any final thoughts? Anything else you want to leave with the people before you get out of here? And the next time we see you, you are in another continent or on another continent.
For sure. I just want to give a big shout out to my moms and my family back at home, Indianola, Mississippi. And big shout out to Mississippi Speed, pretty much all the coaches, all the programs that I will play for and everything like that, man. Just trying to get to my destination, man. Still focusing on the goal. Thankful.
There you go. Gold digger, not GOLDIGGER, but GOALDIGGER. All right, man. I appreciate it, man. It's LaDarius Galloway. He is headed off to Hamburg, Germany for the European League. We wish him nothing but the best. Prayers, man, up to you for a safe flight there and an injury-free season. So for Willie Epting Jr., man, LDG Way, y'all take care of each other. Y'all Hug each other, love each other. We'll talk to y'all again real soon. Peace. We out.
All right, now y'all have a blessing.